does on picnics. After they had all finished and could eat no more, Mother Duck said, "Come now, let us climb up to the top of the rocks and see what we can see." That was fun, too, clambering up over the rocks. The ducklings scrambled and slipped and queaked, and their mother helped them. So after a while they found themselves on the very tip-top of the highest rock of all, and oh, how the wind did blow up there! "Now look," said Mother Duck. "Do you see over there?" And she pointed with her wing to a farmyard in the distance. "That is where I used to live." "Why, Mother!" cried the ducklings. "We thought you'd always lived down by the river and our tree." "No, indeed. I lived right there in that farmyard," answered the mother. And then she began to tell them about it, and of her life there, and of how if she had stayed there, they might have had a hen for their mother instead of her. That seemed a horrible thing to the little ducklings, that they might have had some other mother instead of their own. They wanted to know what a hen was, because of course they had never seen one, living where they did. Their mother tried to tell them, but they could not understand very well. "I wouldn't like a hen for a mother," cried Squdge, "but I would like to see a farmyard, and to hear a dog bark and a cow moo. Do they make as big a noise as thunder? Will you take me there sometime, Mother?" But Mother Duck told him no, indeed. It would be very dangerous to go back to the farmyard. If the farmer and his wife saw the ducklings, they might catch them and shut them up in a coop, and never let them get away again. The thought of that frightened the other ducklings. Only Squdge said stoutly, "She couldn't catch me. I can peck too hard and run too fast, and I wish you would take me there sometime, Mother, just to see it all." Mother Duck made no answer, for looking up, she saw that rain clouds were gathering overhead. "Hurry, children, hurry," she cried. "There's going to be a storm, and we must get home before it begins." Down they scrambled in a great hurry and started off through the woods as fast as they could, and they made such good time that they reached the hollow tree just as the first great drops began to fall. They were all out of breath and rather tired, especially Curly Tail, but as their mother said, that did not really matter as long as they had escaped a wetting. III. How cozy it was there in the dry hollow of the tree, with the rain beating harder and harder outside and streaming down the tree trunks. After a while the ducklings got out their playthings and began to play with them, but soon they tired of this, and nestling down about their mother, they begged her to tell them a story. "A story?" said Mother Duck. "Very well. What shall it be about?" "Tell about Wiggle Waggle Whisk Tail," cried Squdge and Queek. "No, no, don't tell about that," begged Curly Tail, almost in tears. "That's too sad a story, Mother. It always makes me cry." "Pshaw, I wouldn't be such a baby as to cry over a story," cried Squdge. "Go ahead, Mother. Tell it, won't you?" The other 4 little ducklings wanted to hear it too, so Mother Duck told Curly Tail if she didn't want to listen, she could run over in the corner and play by herself for a while, and when that story was finished, she could come back and choose another one, any one she liked, and her mother would tell it next. So Curly Tail, who was always sweet and obedient, went over in the corner and got out her doll and began to play, while Mother Duck told the others the story. And this is the sad tale of Wiggle Waggle Whisk Tail. IV. Wiggle Waggle Whisk Tail was a very naughty little duckling. He quarrelled with his brothers and sisters, and he always wanted the best of everything for himself, and worst of all, he was often disobedient to his dear good mother. Sometimes his mother hardly knew what to do, it worried her so to have him so naughty. Over and over again Wiggle Waggle's mother had told him that he must never go out of doors when it was raining. "You know I have often told you that myself, my dears," said Mother Duck. "It is very, very bad for little ducks to go out in the rain. Flat water, like ponds and puddles and rivers, is good for them, but when water comes down from overhead, like rain or waterfalls,